This is your friendly neighborhood transporter, Transporter Tinisha, and I'm here to tell you another transport story. Now, I've always told y'all about my first transport was smooth, but I never talked about my second one. Now, the reason why I never talked about my second one because it went a little bit crazy. Number one, when I showed up to the customer's house, the dog had a muzzle on it. That was already kind of weird to me, but I didn't say anything. I didn't ask anything. I had no idea why that dog had a muzzle on them. I just assumed they had a muzzle because, I don't know, they didn't want it to bark. Now, this muzzle wasn't like the hardcore leather ones. This was one of the strong mesh ones. And let me tell you about my mindset at the time. Again, this is my second transport. No experience, really. So, remember with Smooch, I had the sling type of carrier in the back seat of my car. So that's not a plastic carrier where you can lock the door. It's just something that covers the back seat so it doesn't get hair on it. So I put this, I believe it was a German Shepherd or something like that. I put that same dog in that same setup, right? So I'm driving my car, and I'm looking through my rearview mirror. And again, I don't know why the dog has a muzzle on it. So I'm already thinking all kinds of crazy stuff, getting a little nervous. And I see that muzzle come off of that dog, and my eyes just got big. My eyes got big because that muzzle came off. I didn't know what the dog was going to do. The dog was right behind my head, breathing in my ear. It was right there. Right? So I was nervous driving all the way to my house. Again, inexperienced transporter, I shouldn't went to my house with this one, because he was pretty nice getting out the car. Well, hold on. I lured him out the car with some meat, because I was like, I don't think this transport is going to go the same as it did with Smooch in the back just bobbing his head and we all singing songs driving. I don't think this transport is going to go like that, because this dog seems to be, he wasn't acting super aggressive, but I heard a little growling going on. There was a little bit of growling going on, and I don't know what was triggering the growling, all right? Again, my mindset was every dog is friendly. Every dog is whatever. I have dogs of my own, all nice. I've been to friends' houses with dogs, all nice. That's where my brain was, all right? My brain, as a new transporter in life, was not aware of dogs that could be a little bit not as nice. I'll say that, not as nice. So, anyways, I had to lure this dog out of my car with meat because I didn't want to scare it to where it would bite me. But, anyways, went to my house, got one of the metal crates that I had. And back at this point, I didn't know anything about buying a plastic carrier or anything, but I did have the metal ones because I did do pet sitting. So I had the metal ones, and I lured the dog in there with some meat into the metal crate. But for some reason, when that dog turned around, I don't know what I did. But that thing got scared or something and turned around and bit me. I said, oh my goodness, this dog is not coming out the carrier. It was a short ride. It was like a 2-hour ride. It was like, it was Houston or something local, Texas. That was my first experience realizing that not every transport is going to go good. Not every transport is going to be a pleasant experience. Again, this dog didn't act super duper aggressive, but my brain should have thought there is a reason why the owner has a muzzle on their dog. No other client that I can remember has given me their dog with a muzzle on them. And I don't know why my brain didn't think and ask, hey, why does your dog have a muzzle on it? Why is your dog getting kicked out of this house? Right? I found out later that the landlord was kicking the dog out. Something had happened. Don't know what that something is. Not any of my business, but maybe I should have asked that. But again, that was about, anyway, That was my second transport. So I did get bit on my second transport. I do have, proof of that. You see the scars on my hand? 1, 2, 3. I don't think that was a part of it, but 1, 2, 3. Yeah, those. I know for sure these 3 because that didn't used to be on my hand. 1, 2, 3. That was a bite mark from that dog on my second transport. So, if you're still here 5.5 minutes in, do not assume every dog is nice like your girl did. That is when I personally went and learned about dog behavior and mannerisms and things like that. And then I started learning more about rescue dogs and some of their behaviors and kennel aggression and all that stuff. All because of that second transport. I now know not to treat every single dog like it's gonna be nice. That's not always the case. Sometimes you're gonna have some dogs with. Well, hold on. Let me pause for a second. Number 1, make sure you find out all the information about the dog that you can. Rescue groups do a great job of doing that, warning you beforehand about the mannerisms and the behavior of the dog. Where some of my clients that move across the country, they might not inform you about some of the misbehaviors of their dog. But then again, just because the dog acts one way with you doesn't mean they're going to act this way with someone else. So anyways, just don't do what your girl did. Just don't assume every dog is nice. Like, just ask questions. Don't be like your girl. Don't get bit like I did. There's a reason why the dog's getting kicked out. I don't know. I can't remember his name because it's like I blocked that out of my mind or something. I don't know.